What's good, everybody? This your girl Tangi. I'm going to start throwing my poems on YouTube so I can get a feedback from the public of what they think about what I feel like I do best. Writing is my inspiration. But before I do, I wanted to just go ahead and recite a poem that kind of gave me a lot of spirit and gave me a lot of reason to do what it is that I do. Dana Gilmore. She wrote a series of poems called Wife, Woman, and Friend, Part 1 and Part 2. You can find them on YouTube from the Deaf Poetry Damn series. Um, I'm going to go ahead and do Part 2 to the poem. Um, Yeah, so just check it out on YouTube, okay? And me as well. I'm sick and tired of looking out my window seeing shadows of you. And I can't hang out with my girls because I'm checking my rear view. You calling, breathing all hard like I can't hear you. But every time I hit the club, you just happen to be there too. All I ever wanted was to be with you. But when I needed you, I had to compete with clubs, drugs, the streets, and PS2. Out all night chasing women with your weak ass crew. But I guess when you're in Rome, you do what Romans do, but they go home alone, just like you. Wishing they would have held on, just like you. Probably calling, playing on phones, just like you. See, I'm tired of dealing with niggas just like you, cause I done had a few niggas just like you. I had the ball and type to call all night, keep claiming he coming through. I had the CEO that would bring me dough, cause he always had something to prove. I had the so-called God man that thought he could do everything God can. So he was closer to God than the church man. I had the meet me at the poetry spot down to earth man. I had the nigga from the club that was only good for a fuck. And I had a street nigga that kept claiming that he was down on his luck. I had a player with no goals, no heart, just game. I had the 24 in the studio on his way to fame. I had a control freak that thought that he could keep me on a chain. And I had a nigga that lied so much I don't even know his real name. But at the end of the night, they all made me feel the same. I had a million things to lose, but not a damn thing to gain. I told you I needed you, and your shoulder shrugged. I tell you I'm leaving, and you call my bluff. I say a million men want me. You say they can have you then. So when you beg for me to come back, I tell you I got a man who's not just my lover but my friend. The closest person to me, so I call him my next of kin, and I know you think you own this, but guess what? He put it in. And represented for all men, even those that act like boys but we still call men. And you think you're gonna fall in and feed me bullshit sprinkled with game on it? But when he hit it, he wrote his name on it. I was committed when he put his brain on it. He and I will parade these streets, and I'll be damned if you rain on it. Look, I know you got your regrets, and I ain't gonna throw it in your face, cause hell, I wish you the best. But him for you, that's like more for less, and I just can't do it. You had your chance, but you blew it. And deep inside, I think you knew it was killing me, but silly me, I couldn't see the forest for the trees, and I didn't know I was cut so deep until I began to bleed. I guess they left out the snakes and all the stories of birds and bees. But you could cry me a river, nigga, cry me a sea. But that's the last time I love a nigga that ain't got no love for me. Once again, tributes to you, Dana Gilmore. I pay homage to those who are great at what they do, and you definitely are, man. Look out for my poems, T Flashy, alright, y'all? Talk to y'all later.